Hi and welcome to another video. I haven't been as active on social media lately because I've been quite ill and I have been busy doing some other things, but I'm feeling better and I'm getting back into a routine. So today I just want to share with you a watercolour painting I did of the woodlands, and of course it's autumn time, so there's lots of beautiful colours. Lots of yellows, oranges and some browns and some leftover green from the summer. So I thought I had to paint this. It's so beautiful, and also painting woodlands and just landscapes in general was something that I would like to get better at doing. So yeah, I thought I'd do a landscape today. I'm liking using watercolour again because I did steer away from it for a bit to experience other mediums such as oil pastels and gouache, although I bought quite cheap gouache, so I just don't think it was very good. But there is some gouache I want to buy, hopefully in a few months, better quality stuff. So, and also there's a lot of other types of colours I want to try that I haven't yet tried. So gouache I definitely want to come back to. But the paints are quite expensive. Why are they expensive? Does anyone know? Why are gouache paints so expensive? Like, you either get cheap stuff, which is just terrible, or really expensive stuff, which is obviously quite good. So if anyone knows, please let me know. I'm interested. But yeah, so today, woodlands, it's obviously autumn. Had to paint an autumn themed subject, so the woodlands was a good choice. And yeah, it's actually been, I mean, I've done a pet portrait over the last week, but it's actually been quite a while since I've actually drawn into my sketchbook, so I've really missed it because I was actually doing a 100-day challenge. It was going super well, and then I got really busy doing some other things and I just couldn't fit time for it because I would have to leave home really early. But I had to leave home at 7 and then I wouldn't get back until 5ish, and then when I'm back eating dinner I'm just really tired. And the last thing I want to do is draw, to be honest, when I'm tired. I'm at my most creative when I'm awake and alert, usually in the morning. So yeah, but I should have a little bit of a routine, hopefully. And now I know I need to allow for other things. I will definitely be more consistent with my drawing. But I was really liking doing it every day, but unfortunately I had to stop. But it is what it is, people. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what else you'd like me to paint, because this is about me experiencing new things. I mean, I'm very comfortable with painting animals in watercolour. That's usually what I do. But I really want to branch out. I want to try more landscapes, and I also want to try lots of different mediums. So I'm trying landscapes in watercolour. Maybe I can do more, what do you call it, still life, that's the word. I can maybe do more still life things. That might be interesting to do. I did actually paint, picture here, I did actually paint a money plant. That's still life, isn't it? Painted a money plant using watercolour, and I did use some pencil as well to outline bits. So yeah, it's not as much art done this week, but I've done something, and I'm going to allow time to make sure I paint, and hopefully paint and post or draw. It doesn't matter. I don't know what medium I'll use. It won't be watercolour all the time. I could do a sketch, like I did a sketch of my niece the other day, which I actually really like. It's probably the best drawing I've done of her, especially because I'm not very confident with drawing people, so I was quite happy with that. And usually I don't draw the whole body, so again, quite happy with that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you want me to draw next, and enjoy.
Paperback stacked to the ceiling, dishes in the sink past the rim. Looking for the hoop, but I'm offline. Disconnected thoughts scattered in my mind. Guess I'll sit and struggle until someone comes to help me. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. It's too far to reach. It's too far to reach now. Missed calls and texts are never ending. The next one I get, I break the phone just a little longer till I find the hook I'm searching for. Missed calls and texts are never ending. The next one I get, I break the phone just a little longer till I find the hook I'm searching for. I'm sinking in my mind. I'm stuck inside my mind. Scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. It's too far to reach. It's too far to reach now. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. Trying to scratch the itch, but it's too far to reach. It's too far to reach. It's too far to reach now.
So it's Sunday now, and I actually posted this painting on Instagram on Friday. I'm not overly happy with this painting, if I'm being honest. I mean, I really like the effect of the watercolour. I mean, I just love that effect that watercolour gives. I mean, you'll see the end result, but I just really like how I blended the colours together to produce shadows on the ground. And also I drew in some little leaves on the floor as well, which I quite liked. I just don't think I did a very good job at blending the ground the sky area, because I feel like my other painting I did blend that is it the foreground or the background? I blended the background and the foreground. I don't know if I'm using those words correctly. I apologise if I'm not. Very well in this one. I think I made, you know, where you see the ground and then the sky. I think I made that area too harsh. The edge was too sharp, and I don't think it blended well enough into the background. So it looks like it just stops, whereas it doesn't. So, and I noticed in my other painting I actually did pretty well at blending the foreground and the background, but in this one I haven't. So, I mean, I absolutely love the colours in this picture. I mean, who doesn't, right? Autumn colours are just beautiful. But I don't know what it is. I wasn't feeling particularly well when I painted this. I was actually quite poorly. Maybe I just wasn't on it as much. I did try to relax. I told myself, okay, there's no need to rush this. Try and enjoy this. You're not feeling well. Relax and just go with the flow. And I did try, but I just don't think my best work came through. I mean, I'm happy. It's okay. Like, I don't despise it. Like, there's some pieces of drawing I was like, what is that? But this, I like it. I like the colours. I like the effect of the watercolours. I just don't think I drew the perspective, and I don't know what words to use. I suppose perspective in a way. I don't think the perspective was right. It's just something about it that doesn't look quite right to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly picky. It's not my best. I mean, but this is my second. This is my second woodlands I've done in watercolour. So, you know, I can't be too harsh on myself. Maybe the third one will be better. I just hope they don't get worse and worse. The first one I was really happy with. This one, so. And does that mean the third one will be really, really awful? I just hope it's down to me feeling ill. I'm not saying this is bad, because it's okay. Like, I don't dislike it, but it's definitely not my favourite, I don't think. I do, however, love this sketchbook. Oh my goodness, it's A5. I just think the size of the paper is just fantastic, and also it's Instagram friendly, in that it's a good shape for Instagram posts, because I don't know if you know, but the ideal Instagram post is 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels. and this book just fits really nice into that frame. I mean, I've got other sketchbooks, one which is quite long and rectangular, and it just doesn't always look great in Instagram posts. I can never get the whole. I mean, I have posted a few posts with that book with the whole to spread even. We're speaking English, Jesse. But it just looks a bit silly, and also because I have to bring the camera back so far, you don't actually see all the detail in the artwork because the camera's so far to get oh, sorry, just someone was posting something from my post box. I was like, what was that? But yeah, the camera has to go back quite far to get the whole sketchbook spread in, but by doing that you miss detail. So that's unfortunate because I do actually like that sketchbook. The paper is just fantastic. It's quite thick. I do like painting on thick paper, but this paper in this book is quite thin and it works fine with watercolour. I'm really, really surprised actually because I would have thought that the paper would have curled and rippled and ugh, I hate it when that happens, but it didn't. It hasn't. It's great. So yeah, I like this. I literally bought. It's a cheap sketchbook. I bought it from the works. Like, you know, their art supplies are quite cheap. But yeah, so I am surprised at the quality of it actually for the price. But yeah, and then that's those sketchbooks, and then I have another sketchbook which is A4, which I think is a bit too big when trying to take decent pictures for Instagram, because as bad as this sounds, I feel like the way how your Instagram posts look is actually quite important. Um, like getting the angles correct in your pictures, getting the lighting correct, as much natural light as possible for your Instagram posts just makes such a difference. I do use Photoshop just to get the white balance, which helps. It makes it look like as if I took the picture during the daytime with good sunlight out, with lots of light out, which is why I like that feature on Photoshop. But if I'm being honest, I would rather just have really good sunlight, a really good over the head light, and then I wouldn't even have to put it into Photoshop to get a white balance. But unfortunately, I live in the UK and most days are overcast, and I have a relatively small over the head light, so I don't I don't have everything going for me. Hence, Photoshop has been quite helpful for me. If I lived in Bali and had a bigger light, I wouldn't have to use Photoshop. But I don't live in Bali, and I don't live in Hawaii. I would love to live in Hawaii, hence why I said that. And Bali, I've been to like a lot, and Bali is just simply the best. It's just so fantastic, and you just wear a vest and shorts every day, and it's great. Yeah, am I even recording? Yes, I am. So, yeah, it's okay. I like the ground. There's something not quite right. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe the ground needs more detail, more leaves. I don't know. I like it, but there's some things I hope to get better. And the only way I'm going to get better is just practice. I mean, that's the only way I've got better at most things in my life is to do it again and again and again and again. And eventually, little by little, I get better. So yeah. What else has been going on in my life? Like I said at the beginning of the video, I was quite ill the last few days, which has not been ideal. But it is what it is. It's that time of the year as well, and there's loads of bugs going around, which sucks. But you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I actually started up my bullet journal again. I was doing that bullet journal a while back, and just stopped. And I reckon I stopped for about a year, maybe more. I can't even remember. But I've started it up again. The reason being is because there's so many areas in my life where I feel like I need to have more structure to. Because if I had more structure to, things would get better. So, for example, let's start with health, weight, exercise. I used to run quite a bit. Now I don't run at all. And I reckon I could probably just about do 2 miles, whereas before I was around about 10. So it's been a while since I've actually gone out running, And for a while now, I've had a job where I work from home. Um, Hence, lack of movement equals weight gain. Um, I can't even put it down to lockdown really, because I was working in throughout lockdown. I was working from home, and it's just crazy. It's just made me realize how important moving your body is, even just walking, even just standing up. Because I was sitting down all the time working, um, and the weight just, yeah, it just went up. But the good thing about that is that you can actually lose it again. Um, so that's what I'm going to work on. I mean, I don't even, I mean, I guess I do overindulge in the occasional, like, sweet treat here and there, but I'm not terrible, like I have lunch, breakfast, dinner. I don't know, I put it down to lack of exercise, because I literally don't do anything, apart from the occasional walk here and there. So, yeah, that was one of the reasons I decided to put it in a journal, because I want to keep track of my exercise. I want to make that a regular thing in my life. Um, Not just to lose weight, but just to be healthier, Like, we're not gonna live forever, but the years I have on this earth, I want them to be the healthiest I can, so I can have the best experiences I can. And it all starts with your health, and exercise is obviously important. Um, so that's something I need to work on. So that was one thing. The other was just work, all the different types of work I do, how I'm gonna earn money from it, etc. Um, Making the art schedule. When am I gonna post a YouTube video? When am I gonna paint? That sort of thing. Also tracking my water, tracking what I'm eating. So I'm gonna do a food diary. I'm gonna try and attempt more conscious eating. Um, And what else did I put in my bullet journal? I put down reading. I want to read at the weekends. I've been doing a language. I'm learning Spanish at the moment and a bit of Italian every now and then. So I want to keep track of that. Keep doing that every day, because I was doing very well on Duolingo and I was doing it every day. And then I can't remember what happened, but suddenly I lost my streak and it was a lot of days. So I started again, and this is now my 30th day today. I've been doing Duolingo for, which is fantastic. Even if it's just one lesson, I always do it when I'm in bed at the end of the day though, because I always forget. Although today, first time in like forever, I did it this morning, so I don't have to do it tonight when I'm half asleep. Um, so tracking that, and also I wanted a section on my bullet journal spread with my life goals, and I have to read my life goals every day just to remind myself, why I'm here, what is my purpose, and what else do you want to experience on life on earth. So my life goals, I have to read them every day, and every week I have to rewrite them just to drill it into my head, like these are the things you would love to try and love to do. And I'm sure some of them will change, and I'm sure some of them will evolve, which is absolutely totally normal and completely human. But I have a set of life goals, fitness goals, art goals, that would like to achieve. But for me, in the past, how I've made money through art is through pet portraits. The occasional odd other piece of art, but predominantly pet portraits. But I sort of want to move away from that and move towards creating art that I want to create, that people like, and they want to share my journey and help me on the way. That's the route I want to go down. I'm nowhere near there yet. I don't have enough following, because unfortunately you need a bigger following in order to even think about earning money that way. But I'd love to share my experiences with other people and my journey through art. And I just love producing art. Why can't I make it more of a better living out of it, in terms of money? So that's another one of my goals. What else did I track? So water, conscious eating, or just like what I'm doing each day in terms of work, and obviously exercise. Self-care was another one on there. So things like having a really nice bath with bath crystals, meditation, journaling, doing your nails, that sort of thing. Things that just relax you, and you literally don't have to use your brain, and you just let your body melt into just peace and you know calmness. So yeah, so that's what I did. I think that's it. And also, you're gonna laugh at this. I have another little section about make sure you're being social and talking to other types of people. Make more of an effort to do that because it is so easy, isn't it? Just to withdraw into yourself. But it is important mentally for you to talk to other people. Lots of different types of other people apart from your close net of friends. So that's something I want to do as well. But yeah, that's what I've been really working on. So I hope you like this piece. I think I'm nearly done. Just adding all those shadows. The shadows make such a difference. Do you see what I mean though with that really dark border between the ground and the sky? I think I made it too dark, and I don't think I made the leaves dark enough above it. I don't know. I could go back over it, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to leave you with a relaxing video of me peeling the washi tape away from the side, and hopefully you'll hear the lovely sound of it coming off the paper, and hopefully you won't hear me sniffing or coughing or making too many weird noises. So thank you, thank you for listening and watching. I hope you enjoy the ending of this video, and I really hope I see you in the next one. Bye guys.